Hi everyone, have you ever wondered why some videos look kind of smooth and cinematic while others look kind of choppy, jittery, and sometimes like action movie? The answer is often just a camera setting, shutter speed. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how shutter speed affects the look and the feeling of your footage, when to use fast or slow shutter speeds, and the settings that are recommended for professional looking videos. So let's get started. What is shutter speed? Think of shutter speed as the amount of time that your camera sensor is exposed to light for each frame. A slow shutter speed keeps the shutter open longer, and the faster shutter speed opens and closes the shutter faster. And don't forget that beside controlling the exposure, shutter speed controls the motion in your footage. That's why changing this just one setting can change the mood of your footage. Let's talk about fast shutter speed. I'm shooting at 30 frames per second at 1/500th of a second, and what's going to happen? Every frame is going to be extremely sharp, and there's not going to be motion blur when I move the camera or if something is moving through the frame. Everything looks crisp, but a little bit jerky. Many videographers call this Saving Private Ryan or action movie look. Fast shutter speeds are perfect when you want to freeze motion, such as sports, wildlife, or a fast-moving object. But for normal filmmaking, usually it looks too harsh. Now let's talk about cinematic look. You can do this just by changing only one setting. Still shooting at 30 frames per second, I just changed the shutter speed from 1/500th of a second to 60. Watch the difference. The movements are becoming much smoother, and you can notice the motion blur. And that blur is actually what is making it more natural to our eyes. And this is why most of the photographers follow the 180-degree rule. And this rule simply means that your shutter speed must be roughly double your frame per second or FPS. For example, if you're shooting 24 or 25 frames per second, your shutter speed should be 1/50th of a second. If you're shooting 30, it's going to be 60. And if you're shooting something like 60 frames per second, the shutter speed should be 1/125th of a second. Following this rule creates the cinematic motion blur that most people are used to see. Now let's talk about slow shutter speed. I'm going to change the shutter speed from 1/60th to 1/30th of a second. Still shooting at 30 FPS, and let's see what's going to happen. So every motion in the frame is going to be blurry. Camera movements create smearing, and the footage feels soft and dreamy. And this will work well with creative scenes, music videos, light trails, and artistic motion effects. But usually for everyday video, it is going to be too blurry. So you have to remember that changing the shutter speed is going to change the exposure. Changing the shutter speed from 1/60th to 1/25th of a second, then you have to compensate for the less light. When you're shooting outdoor and you're planning to shoot 24 frames per second or shooting 30 frames per second, your shutter speed is going to be at 1/50th of a second or 1/60th. And during the daytime, you're going to get overexposed image. So you need to control the exposure with a neutral density or ND filter. The ND filter works like sunglasses for your lens. It reduces the light and it enables you to get a perfect exposure during the daytime. Now let's get to the recommended setting. If you're shooting at 24 frames per second, set your shutter speed to 1/50th of a second. And if you're shooting 30 frames per second, then go with 1/60th of a second. And for a higher FPS like 60 FPS or 120 FPS, you have to go with 1/125th of a second and 250th of a second. Remember to shoot with a higher shutter speed only when you want to freeze the motion, and use a slower shutter speed only if you want to create motion blur. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you liked it. I strongly recommend that you grab your camera and start shooting at different shutter speeds and start experimenting and learning so you get familiar with how shutter speed affects the mood and the emotion of your footage. If you like the video, just go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I post a new video every week on Monday or Tuesday, and by subscribing you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. If you have any question, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Just leave it in the comments. And as usual, take good care of yourself, keep shooting. I see you in the next video. Cheers.